Okay, hello, and welcome to another video tutorial. This time we are going to do a seascape painting. So we're going to do a sunset painting, and we're going to go through the entire process from the drawing stage up to the coloring stage. But first, uh, let's give you the materials we're going to use for today. So for the sketching, I'll be primarily using a 5B pencil right here, 5B pencil, and then I'll also be using a mechanical pencil point 0.5. Okay, this is just for the sketching part. Now you have to understand, we'll be doing this freehand. Okay, we'll be doing this freehand, and for the sketching you won't be doing much sketching because we don't want the pencil markings to appear in the actual output. Okay, so let's begin. So let me just start off with drawing the horizon line. Okay, or drawing the horizon like so. So this will help me indicate how to separate the sky, the sea area, and the land area. Okay, now here we'll have the sky. Here, this is be the sea, and this line right here that I'm going to draw. Okay, right here, this will be the area for the land. Okay, okay now, okay, so we'll be doing a bit of perspective right here. So it's as if we're drawing a table. Okay, and then what we're going to do right now is we're going to draw first uh, the areas near land. Now, in drawing landscape, there's a technique called foreshortening, meaning those that appear closer in this part right here are the ones that are normally more clearer, while those who are those objects that appear all the way there. So this object right here, this is a bit lighter. Okay, so in this case there is a bridge here like so. Okay, so then just put it there. So just use simple lines, you don't have to draw the entire thing. There is a small hut right here. Okay, again, just use simple objects to represent. Okay, there's another hut somewhere here as well. Okay, now there, since this is a seascape painting, so there is or rather there are palm trees, coconut trees. So we're going to draw a few of them. So there are a few right here. Now my technique in drawing the trees is I don't draw them in detail, rather I'm going to draw sort of like this form a silhouette like so. Okay, so I'm just grouping together the leaves for that one. Okay, there's another one right here. These are actually 6 coconut trees. Okay, so just putting it right here. Then there's a few 4 right here. Okay. So again, this is just a guide. Okay, and there's a few right here as well. Okay, now the sky, since it is a sunset, it's a mix of yellow, orange, a bit of purple for the sky, and then for the sea it's not blue, rather it's more of a uh, bright orange hue. Okay, so to draw the sea, so I'm going to use this time the mechanical pencil. Okay, so just drawing the sea. So this will just be the indicator for that. Again, this will be a guide for later. You don't have to draw in detail, especially if you're going to color this one, and it will just fade off. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the legs of the bridges. Okay, so I think I'm just going to just draw some of the indicators for the uh, palm trees. So there's one big palm tree right here. Okay, okay, like so. Okay, so this will now be the layout for our uh, seascape painting. Okay, now the reference photo of this one, the reference photo for this one will be included in the video as well. Okay, if not, I'll be posting it via the FB group that we have. Okay, okay, so we have it right here. Okay, so there you go. Okay, now this time we will be painting. So we'll be using watercolor. The brushes, these are our brushes. I have here a small round brush. We have another round brush, number 6 Neef, and this one, which is an Alvaro Castañet Neef, number 117. Okay, so these are normally the brushes I would use for something like this. And of course, brown. Okay, so in this case, I'm now looking at the reference photo right now. The sky seems to have a diagonal direction. So I'm just going to use again the pencil as a guide. So the sky actually looks like that. So I'm just going to draw that one right there. Okay, and then slowly we have straight lines right here. Now this is just the indicator for the clouds. Okay, now this area right here is more brighter because of course this is where the sun is, and then going up it becomes a bit bluer. Okay, so let's start. Now I'll just start first with a yellow. Let's start first with yellow. Okay, just putting that all there. Just spreading it out properly. Now it's okay. You can. The good thing about putting the light colors first is that once you put the darker colors later, it will just cover them. So if in case you make mistakes, you can just cover it. Okay. By the way, the paper I'm using a Canson watercolor paper. Okay. However, I found out that if in case you can't use watercolor paper, you can actually use a vellum board. Okay, but it does have a different look to it. Okay, so for this I'm using watercolor paper. Okay, so more yellow. Okay, this is the sky area. Now there is a bit of yellow in the sea, so we're going to indicate it as well. So we're going to put it right here. Okay, looks like a ripple. Okay, there. Okay, it's like that. So we concentrate more on the ripples right here. Okay. Now the color is still moist or wet, so continue doing that. So again, I'm just using the big brush for the meantime. Okay. So now it is advisable to identify first what colors you're going to use in painting landscape or seascape. It actually makes your painting process much more easier. Okay. Up next, we'll be using a bit of red this time. Okay, so yellow. Since I already have the color red here, I'm just going to mix it a bit like so. Can get a bit of brown. Okay, so for a darker shade. And we're going to draw some clouds right here. So I'm just using the lines I made earlier with the pencil. Okay, so these are my clouds. Okay. Okay, we'll get another brush. Let's get the smaller round brush. Okay. Dip it with the water. And just slowly like so. Okay. You can get red. Okay. So again, the sky for this one isn't just purely red, purely yellow. So it's a mix. Later on, we'll be putting a bit of blue here for the rest of the skyline. Okay. And more red. Okay. And then the clouds tend to break off around here, so you can have patches of red like so. Then in between the red, we'll be putting the color blue. Okay, but it won't be pure blue. It will be a mix of the other colors. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, so let's get the color blue. We'll use a dark blue for this one. Okay, mix that here. Okay. Then we're just going to put the blues in between the red. Okay. Okay. It's starting to mix already. Okay, you can put a bit of blue right here in between. Just a bit lang. Don't overdo it. We don't want to mess the painting. Okay. You can use more darker blue. Okay. Right there. Okay. You can use the remaining color of the blue to just put it here in the patches. Okay. Okay. Go back to red. And let's put more of it right here. Okay. The good thing about the Prang watercolor set is it's cheaper compared to the more professional set, and it tends to dry a bit faster. And it has a natural look to it. Okay, so let's add more red this time. Okay, we'll put the red right around here. Okay. Okay. Yes. Can use the lines earlier to cover the or as a guide. Okay. Okay, so more yellow this time, yellow, and then we're going to mix it with red to have an orange, a thick orange color, and then we're going to put it right here. Okay, just wiggle the brush around. Okay, since these are clouds that are hit by sunlight, so it tends to look like that from afar. Okay, we can have another one right here. Just color that one also. So let's just wait for the sky to dry. Then let's focus more this time on the sea. Okay, now the sea here tends to reflect the sky, so the sky is a bit brighter. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take this color and then add a bit of black to it, right? So, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do another ripple effect and put them in between, but leave behind some of the areas for the highlight. Okay. Okay. So again, this is the sea area. Okay, just do it like so. Okay, can add a bit of dark area right here, since this is where this will indicate the shadow underneath the bridge. Just very light. Let's add a bit of blue, dark blue, okay, right around here. This will just be some of the waves, okay, near the shore. Okay. So another And then there's a small island right here. We're going to use a mix of blue. Okay, this time we'll be using the tiny brush. Okay, so this one, mix of blue, black, and then we're going to put the island right here. It's just a very small island. Okay. It's just an indicator where the sea is divided. It is dividing the sky. You can make it a bit darker if you want. Actually, I'm going to make it darker. That way it won't be so that it won't be confusing. Okay. I'm just going to make it darker, like so. Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. We'll just continue, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to draw, not draw, but rather enhance a bit the sea, okay, because it seems I want to add more ripple effects here. Okay, just a few minor ripple effects. So it's okay. So more yellow, good. More yellow, orange actually, orange and a bit of black. Good for the ripple effect. You can use the smaller brush for this. Okay. Okay. Now in the reference photo, there's a bit of gray above here, so we're going to put a bit of gray here. I always get the question, sir, do we really need to copy the actual reference photo? And my answer for that is, if you can, go ahead. Copy it as accurately as possible. But if not, at least try your best to follow just the color scheme. Because even if you can't get it fully detailed, you can actually uh, identify the colors even from afar. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust the sky a bit. Okay. So let's use stronger colors. Okay, more yellow, more orange. There you go, and then put it right here. Okay, to really indicate the sunset effect. Okay. Okay. More. And some smooth clouds right here. It's a bit of blue the sky. Okay, so right here. Okay, so that's for the sky. So it's a bit moist, so we're going to this time draw this area, the land. Now, in the reference photo, the land is actually just a very dark shade. So we're going to use the remainder black here, and then just paint over it. Okay. Okay, so more colors. Okay, like so. Okay. So let's start first with the houses or the huts. Okay. Here, huts. Okay. More darker colors. Okay. Okay. I'm just spreading a bit of the darker colors to the sky. Okay. Next up, okay, more colors right here. Okay, there's a small hut actually right here. Indicate it there. So I'm not going to go full detail. Okay. Just an impression lang. Okay. Then there's a bridge right here. Let's draw that one. Again, it's just black. And then, yeah. So stretch it out. Okay. Just have it right there. Okay. Now wait, I have to adjust a bit lang. Okay. You can just spread the colors like so. Add a bit of yellow for the reflection of the sky. Then ripple effect. Okay. Want to adjust the bridge. Okay. Okay. So while waiting for that area to dry, let's just concentrate on the others. Okay, now there are still patches of white space. If you want to cover that up, you can cover that up with the excess paint you have with your brush. Okay. Okay, so this time we're going to draw the palm trees. Okay. Just use the tip of your brush for the palm leaves or the palm trees. Okay. In this case, there are 3 palm trees. I'm just going to indicate 3, like so. Now this is a dry brush effect, by the way, that I am using. It's just the paint with less or no color or no water involved. Not color, no water. It's just mainly the watercolor lang. Okay. right there. And then there are houses here. No houses, but rather trees. So let's indicate more palm trees right here. Okay, so I'll use another brush. I'll use the smaller brush for this one. Okay. Okay. So I'm just indicating the house right here, or the hut. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the other houses. Okay, there's a palm tree right here, and right here. We also have one right around here. Okay, and then go ahead. So okay, indicate the house. Now we go to the larger palm trees. Okay, so there is a palm tree right here, 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 and right here. Okay. Now let's draw the palm leaves.